Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing till I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and game to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screamin' lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
A quick 2 outs to begin this game as we welcome you back to Roxamore Sports Network's coverage of the Steel City Kickers League as it's alive and kicking, taking on Diva Dolls. And that one over the right fielder's head for the first base hit of this game, rounding second, heading to third. And now thinking home as well, and a home run to begin this game.
And a great start to begin this game for Alive and Kicking.
The fireworks begin as soon as the broadcast begins. The first hit in the first home run in this game. And now that one, an out, and it will retire to side. So big fireworks on the Roxamore Sports Network early as one hit, including the home run, gets us our first run of this game. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning, and it's the Diva Dolls coming to bat down 1-0 to Alive and Kicking. Hi again, everybody. I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton. And Stan, what a start.
So exciting to see Alive and Kicking start the game off with a home run, especially after how it was looking to start off the inning, starting off with 2 kicks, 2 outs. That home run might be the momentum that Alive and Kicking needs to win this game.
Here's Ajane for the Diva Dolls to begin this half inning for them, and that one lifted and bloops in for a single. So Diva Dolls looking to answer right back with a run of their own as Ajane's aboard with no outs on the single. And next up, here's D. That one well away as well. 2-0 we go. 3 balls only needed. And that one, quick blooper. And they weren't ready for that one as D's aboard with a single on the bunt.
Diva Dolls, 2 on base, 0 outs, especially after their 9-1 defeat last week.
Yep, to the defending champions, no less, and the Diamond Divas. And that one lifted over into the hole in third base. And now running still is Ajane, and she will score. So just like that, the Diva Dolls answer back, and now they have a run. And it looks like there's also going to be an additional run scored as well, as the ball went out of play, and thus all runners advance a base, and now it's 2-1 actually, to begin this first inning.
And Diva Dolls have already doubled their scoring total from last week.
That one lifted towards second base side, and that one a catch made. And on the run is Ebony, and she will score. So on the sac fly, it's now 3-1. So Nick is aboard with a single as well, and now the hits keep on continuing as that one tapped over to the pitcher. Catcher makes the play, but it's away from the first basewoman. And now on the run is Nick, and she will round third and head home for the score.
And that makes 4 runs this inning. I don't know if you noticed there, but you could see the third base coach trying to get that runner to get home.
So suddenly, the Diva Dolls just do it a different way compared to Alive and Kicking. Alive and Kicking got that one big run down the right field line, and Diva Dolls, they decided to just play small ball and hit and run you to death, and it's working out well for them. Giving up that first run, they've bounced back for 4 straight in this half inning.
4 straight, and that forced Alive and Kicking to use an early timeout. They only have 2 timeouts remaining for the end of this game. And as we saw last week in Alive and Kicking's game, those timeouts were crucial as it came down to the very wire.
2 outs? So only 1 out so far for the Diva Dolls in this half inning as they've stormed back for 4 runs. As that one over to the second base side, and that one an out. That one, another one to the second base, couldn't handle it, that one. And now Aaliyah will score from third base, and it's now 5-1.
And that's another base hit for the Diva Dolls early on. Seems like that's a strategy they might have been working on.
Aaron skies that one over third base side, but foul. Five runs on 4 hits, the story in this half inning for the Diva Dolls, coming off a loss 9-1 to the Diamond Divas last week. That one just a tapper, but the catcher makes the play for the out. And now that will finally end this inning, but not before the Diva Dolls putting up 5 runs, once again on 4 hits. And now we'll go to the top of the second inning, and it's the Diva Dolls ahead 5-1.
And it's been an exciting first inning on both sides. Alive and Kicking had a home run to start off the game, and Diva Dolls, as you said, scored 5 runs.
Majors, leading off the second inning, fouls that one off the side of the backstop. That one, infield territory, couldn't handle it. So you could call that one an error. As Majors is aboard. And here's Dar. That one towards pitcher, and the catch is made for the out.
And early on, Alive and Kicking, they're getting a lot of air under their kicks. We saw one go the distance to be a home run, but even on these pop flies, they're getting up there in the
Dukes
air.
over to the camera, foul. And a nice block by Ty, the cameraman on the first base side, saving priceless equipment there. Ma Dukes down the third baseline, foul, and that's a strikeout. So now that's 2 gone, but no cameras were harmed in the making of this video.
And still 1 on first base for Alive and Kicking.
And here's KE with Majors on base thanks to the error. And that one lifted over second base side. The catch is made, and that will retire the side. So 1 runner left on base thanks to the error, but nothing done in terms of harm. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning, and it's the Diva Dolls still in front, 5-1. Now it's AA that'll lead off this inning for the Diva Dolls. They almost hit around in that first inning.
5-run first inning for the Diva Dolls. Can they match that early on?
First pitch, a ball. Here's the second pitch, a scooper right past the catcher, but ruled foul. So now the count's 1-1. That one 2-1 now. And a free pass issued on the base on balls. And Rekka puts that over third base side, but it's called foul. One's the count. The next pitch, that one tapped up the middle. Play made the first for the out. And AA will continue running all the way to third. And now back to the top of the order. Here's Ajane, who scored home a run there. That one just in front of us into center field. AA will score. Rounding third, heading home is Ajane, and that'll be 2 more runs for the Diva Dolls.
2 more runs for the Diva Dolls and our second home run of this game. We are getting some fireworks early on.
So a 2-run home run puts the lead out to 7-1, as now another hit that creates some trouble. And now D will make it over on the double. And here comes the Diva Dolls again. Ebony at bat. That one charged over to the left field side for a hit. And on the run, here comes D to the plate. Not in time, as another run scores for the Diva Dolls, and it's just been an offensive afternoon so far, as now it's 8-1.
An 8-1 start, and what I'm noticing early on in this game is that when these runners are going from second to third base, they're getting the go-ahead to go home every single time. That base running is a big part of why they have this lead.
And it looks like Ebony, I don't know if steals are legal, but she did manage to make it to, actually there was a hit as I look over to the left, so that's another hit for the Diva Dolls as Star makes it aboard the first base, and now Alive and Kicking will have a talk, and none too soon right now, as it's now 8-1, and the Diva Dolls are looking to add a little bit more to the scorecard.
Yeah, they're having another talk this game. That's their second timeout, and you only get 3. So for them to use 2 timeouts, and it's only been 2 innings, that may come back to haunt them later in this game.
So chat over now, and now we'll get back to the game.
Another runner in scoring position right here with only one out.
That one lifted to third base side, and the catch is made for the out. So the first out of the inning goes to Nick, and now it's only one gone so far.
And that was a bouncy pitch right there.
So here's Aaliyah, and that one over to the second base. The catch is made, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs in this half inning advances the score up for the Diva Dolls, and now we'll go to the top of the third inning, and it's the Diva Dolls leading 8-1.
And this offensive performance to start off this game by the Diva Dolls is definitely a surprise to me after they only scored 1 run last week against Diamond Divas.
Could you say that it's more the Diamond Divas' dominance so far, as seeing that the Diva Dolls are no slouches right now themselves?
It might just be that dominance. They play in the next game, but we'll see after the result of this game if Diva Dolls can keep up this pace.
So now it's Tina for Alive and Kicking, as right now we're looking for a pulse from this team here in the top of the third. That one lifted over, but into the hands of the second basewoman for the out. So here comes Kita for Alive and Kicking. That one to third base, but another catch made, and quickly on 2 pitches, 2 outs.
That was a great play made there by third base. That one was going foul, but she got off the third base to still make that catch.
Good play by Aaron. So now here's Lisa. And now just the tapper trying to get something going there, but to no avail. That's now 3 pitches, 3 outs.
And outside of that opening home run, Star has been having a great afternoon. They call her finesse, and her pitches have had some finesse to be able to get out of 3 innings with only 2 hits.
So now we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors. Score still 8-1. That one to first base side, and a catch is made for the out. That was lifted into the air by Kia, but right to first base. And now there's the second one off the side of the foot, foul. As Amani's to the plate for the Diva Dolls. That one past the third base side for a hit. So now this one, the short side. And luckily 2 players were over for Alive and Kicking, as that one's an out as well.
Communication on those pop flies, that's very important.
That almost spelled danger, but everything works out. And now down the line, AA. And a nice play there, as that's now an infield single. So 2 hits so far for the Diamond Divas in this half inning. That one to left field, but foul. And it seems like the camera people here are getting a workout.
They're working on their defense today, too.
So now here's Rekka, and that one foul as well. So now that's two strikes. And lifeline for Alive and Kicking. And Rekka right to the pitcher. Crazy roll over, couldn't make the play. And now Amani will score. But no, she's caught for the out, and that will retire the side.
And that's one of those where you might just want to stay on base and get that bases loaded situation, knowing that you have 2 outs.
So Rekha gets the hit, but regardless, 2 runners are left on base with the runner being tagged out at home. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. It's the Diva Dolls still in front, 8-1.
And to circle back on that last out, that goes back to that aggressive base running that has gotten the Diva Dolls this early lead in this game.
So let's take a look at the line score so far. The Diva Dolls have 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error, and Alive and Kicking has 1 run and 2 hits on 1 error themselves. It looks like we're about to get some changes to the lineup out here for the Diva Dolls, as right now looks like they're home free coming towards the end of this game. And really the story has to be Alive and Kicking beginning this game out with a home run. Really, as soon as we activated the broadcast past the intro on cue, Alive and Kicking got the first hit of the game in the first run.
Yeah, that opening home run was a great start for Alive and Kicking, but since then it's been pretty quiet for them on the offensive end, as Star has been pitching a great game since that point.
And it looks like we got some switches out defensively, as number 5 Nick for the Diva Dolls is being replaced by number 72 Chelsea. And now that one hit down the line. Legacy makes the run over, and that'll be an infield single.
And it also looks like you have another substitution that went in, as number 4 Kayla also has entered the outfield.
Do you have an eye on who she replaced? Catch made there by Aaron. That's now out number 2. That one tapped foul by KD for strike 1. That one to right field, catch made for the out. Now here comes Jazz, looking to make something happen here. Legacy still on first base with 2 outs. And Jazz lifts that one over into foul territory, but they couldn't make the catch there. And now Legacy rounding third, getting waved home. Right behind them is Jazz, and that's now 2 runs for Alive and Kicking.
And Jazz almost slipped coming around that third base curve, but she was able to get home.
So it's now 8-3. Don't go away just yet, folks. We may still have a game upon us. That one down the third base line, but foul. Majors at bat. Looking to continue the noise making here with 2 outs and 2 runs scored on that last play by Jazz, on a 2-run homer. Another shot fouled away as well, and now it's 0-2. Looks like they're going to have a discussion over. I know that looks like that will retire the side, actually. So Alive and Kicking gets 2 runs back on 2 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. And it's the Diva Dolls still in front, 8-3. So number 44, the Diva Dolls, is also into this game. We're waiting to get a final designation on who she's going to be kicking for right now.
And number 10 for Alive and Kicking also has come into the game for number 12.
And right now we do not have that as well, as that one kicked over for a single. Rounding and heading to third is number 21 for the Diva Dolls, Ajane, and that ball gets away, so that's another home run for the Diva Dolls, and it's now 9-3.
9-3 inside the park, home run. A little bit of trouble getting that ball back to the pitcher, and that aggressive base running paid off once again for Diva Dolls.
That one lifted towards third base for the out. So now here's Ebony at the plate. That one lifted over into short left for the hit. So here's Star, and that one looks like it was ruled a strike. 0-1's the count. That one, a tapper over. That'll allow everyone to advance as Ebony makes it to second. It looks like Star will make it to first on the infield hit. That one lifted, second base side, catch is made. So Chelsea's first at bat garners an out on one pitch, and now it's 2 away. That one to first base side, but foul. Oh, 1's the count.
And don't be surprised if this kid goes far.
So that one now 1-1's the count. That one to the third base side, couldn't handle it. And that one, the runners will advance.
Bases loaded, 2 outs here.
So that one to second base, the catch is made for the out. And that looks like number 40, Chanel, was in for Kia, so one run scored on the home run and 3 hits overall. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning, and it's the Diva Dolls 9 and Alive and Kicking 3.
The Diva Dolls have been able to get a lot of people on base. Meanwhile, Alive and Kicking has relied on their home runs to help them score in this game.
There's the next one tapped over, and Dar will make it over as that one is an out. So There's Ma Dukes, and that one lift over into the trees, foul.
That was a close one. That one almost went over the fence.
Next pitch. That one skied just like the previous one. The catch is made. 40 out.
A lot of air under Alive and Kicking's kicks today. But with this windy day, that might not be the best way to kick these balls.
So here's Tina for Alive and Kicking. As corrections, it was Ma Dukes and KE that were last two hitters. And that one, Tina just taps over. The play to second, that's an out.
And
So
that was
side is retired.
And that was a great play there by Ajane, getting that grounder and getting it back to second. And
So no runs, no hits, no errors. We'll now go to the bottom of the fifth inning. And it's the Diva Dolls still in front, 9-3. That one tapped over to the third base side, but no play made there as that's a hit for Amani. Play to second, and they'll say she did not make base in time for the out. And it looks like Kayla, number 4, actually, for Amani, was the hitter in that first try out there. Quick tapper over.
And that's 3 straight kickers that have attacked that third base line with those short grounders.
And the catch made on the fly ball for the out.
Jazz has been making great catches all afternoon on these fly balls.
And here's another lifter into the air, and the catch is made for the out, and that's a quick retiring of the side.
Another catch by Jazz in the infield on a pop fly.
Really, she's been ranging over from shortstop position, even the first, and that time at second base. So it seems that she's stretched Armstrong for this team. Everywhere they need her to be, she's right there to make the catch.
Putting in a great defensive effort to try to slow this Diva Dolls offense down.
So a couple of hits in that last inning, but still no runs scored, no errors as well. We'll now go to the top of the 6th inning, and it's the Diva Dolls in front, 9-3. So here's Kita for Alive and Kicking. A few innings ago, they got 2 runs on 2 hits, blanked in their last half inning. That one kicked over, but an easy catch made for the out. So next up is Lisa for Alive and Kicking, coming to bat with 1 out. And now a squib kick over, play to first, is made for the out.
You know, on kicks like that, you have to rely on your speed to get to first base in time. On that one, it just wasn't fast enough.
So now they're back to the half of the order that will get them to get something going, and Legacy does exactly that with the infield single. Next up is Mimi. As Alive and Kicking has a runner aboard with 2 outs. And that one a bouncer as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is well away. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that one a free pass, so Mimi's aboard on the base on balls.
And you can sense the energy from the Alive and Kicking sideline as they get into this top half of the order.
Here's KD, who started this game out with a home run. And the big leg there as well, as that one drops in front for a hit. The play over to third, sliding in his Legacy and safely to third.
Bases loaded now for Alive and Kicking.
And here's Jazz, who hit a home run, the last home run for Alive and Kicking. And that one finds a gap, and Legacy will score. Now a little bit of a caramba in the base pass, and now 2 runs will score. So 3 runs on that last shot. Jazz awarded third base on the advances. The ball went out of play, I think, due to defensive trouble there. And just like that, it's 8-6. I mean 9-6, excuse me.
9-6, and that forced Diva Dolls to call a timeout here.
And we'll be right back on the Roxamore Sports Network. And welcome back, 9-6 ball game, as that one fouled away by Majors.
Alive and Kicking really has depended on this top half of the order for their scoring in this game.
And a 3-run single was the difference in this last at bat, as that one tapped up into the air, but nice job by the catcher to make the play. And Ebony will retire to side. So, wow. Talk about a comeback on 4 hits for Alive and Kicking. And now we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Diva Dolls still in front, 9-6.
Still in front, and this inning can be a pivotal inning if they can create some more separation heading into the final inning of the game.
So be sure to stick with us, folks, on the Roxamore Sports Network. So now here's D at the plate.
And this is the second straight week that Alive and Kicking has seen their game come down to the wire. Last week they won against Lady Ballers 3-2.
And really the big thing for Diva Dolls going into the rest of the season is preventing the big inning. That's been the difference between them in these past couple games, as that one lifted into the air and the catch made by Jazz for the out.
Yeah, and like you said, Diva Dolls in those big innings have always been their downfall so far this season. They started off the season with a 6-inning, as you see here, another base hit to get 2 on base. Diva Dolls started off the season with a 6-inning opener against the defending champion Diamond Divas, and that made a lead that was too far for them to come back from.
Pitcher couldn't handle that one, and everyone's safe. As Chelsea's aboard on the single. Star advances, and D's at third. Diva Dolls exactly what they need right now, as this one's lifted over, but the catch is made, and no one will advance on the out.
2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 6th. A very important.
Here's Chanel, tap her over. And the run looks like it's scored as D comes in, and now it's 10-6, Diva Dolls.
And that might be the separation that Diva Dolls need.
And that one, now the side will be retired. So Diva Dolls manages to get one back on the board as they'll go into the top of the 7th, leading by 4 runs to score. Diva Dolls 10, Alive and Kicking 6.
A 4-point lead heading into this top of the 7th for Diva Dolls. Star remains on the mound. Can she get off and get the win?
And really, this is the last chance for Alive and Kicking, and to be at least 4 bases away. That's all you want, is that one down third base, but foul. It's Dar at the plate. Is that one a squibber over, and no one was ready for that one, as she is safe on the infield single. Now it's Ma Dukes. As that one, tap her over to third base. And everyone's safe there.
0 outs.
And now it looks like behind the play, there was an out.
Aggressive base running in a time where they might not have needed it, as they just needed runners on base to try to tie this game up.
So Dar just out at third, and now another catch is made, and now Alive and Kicking down to their final out. As here comes Tina. That one to third base, the catch is made, and Alive and Kicking just could not get it going enough there, as the Diva Dolls managed to hold on for a 10-6 victory.
A 10-6 victory and a bounce back performance for the Diva Dolls offense, scoring 10 runs this game.
So, with the outcome of this game, both teams have evened their records at 1 win and 1 loss apiece.
And with this even record, this may be a game that comes down to seeding and tie-breaking when it comes to the playoffs at the end of the season.
So coming up next, we will see the Diamond Divas take on the Lady Soldiers. And that game starts at 4 p.m. on the Roxamore Sports Network. For now, I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit. and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Roxamore Sports Network post-game show as the final score, the Diva Dolls 10, Alive and Kicking 6. And I'm here with one of the players. This is D, who had a pretty good game here with a couple hits, including a base on balls in the last half inning. And D, talk about this game. The first inning, you guys are down immediately with the home run. Just talk about trying to bounce back in that last game.
So I think we just had to get our nerves together and things like that. I would say nerves played a really good part of that first game. This one we came out prepared, ready to go, ready to get that W, and that's what we did.
And talk about last week's game, because that was a 9-1 defeat against, well, the consensus best team in the league. Just talk about your mindset into going in this game. I know it was nerves, but it had to go like, come on, man, we can't have like 9 runs against us.
Right. I think coming back from playing after 2 years and then playing the best team in the league, might have got the best of us then, but we had to regroup and stop the runs, which I felt like we did after that first inning.
And talk about returning to the league after 2 years. COVID-19 did knock out a season last year. Just talk about the opportunity to come out here and play every Sunday in the summer.
I think that it feels good to come out and play. More specifically, with this being an all-women's league, it's nice to have all the women come together and do something nice for once. So coming back after COVID, it was definitely needed, and I'm enjoying myself.
All right, Dee, thanks for the interview, and good luck in your next game.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. And now we have the next interview here, and we have, well, the player of the game really is Ajane, correct?
Yes.
Ajane, you had 2 home runs. You led off this game, and really you were the power that brought into this game and really changed the entire fortunes of the Diva Dolls. Just talk about what was your approach at the plate?
I don't really have an approach. I mean, I've just been athletic all my life, so I just thought about when I used to play kickball back in elementary school. I mean,
yeah, it's like that. Sometimes you just go back to elementary school. It's a game out there, and just really you were the catalyst to a couple of that 3-run inning after the 5-run inning, coming down 1-0 going into that first half. Just talk about the mindset going into that next inning, and what did you guys want to do out there?
I mean, we just wanted to come out here and win, but we also wanted to have fun. I mean, that was our goal here. We just wanted to come out and win. We also wanted to have fun and celebrate, so I guess my focus was just getting to home plate.
Yeah, and certainly you got there. I mean, I could probably say maybe about just taking a quick look, I think like 3 RBIs as well, a couple runs yourself. I mean, just being the offensive catalyst, really.
I mean, I guess it's just natural.
It's hey, it's all right to brag around here. It's the Roxamore Sports Network.
Yeah, life of an athlete, so.
Well, Ajane, we hope to see you next week, and congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
All right, and that's it. Coming up next, it's the Diamond Divas taking on the Lady Soldiers at 3 p.m. on the Roxamore Sports Network. We'll be right back.